Hello and welcome to episode 6. So today we are going to do yoga in bed. So this is going to be something that you can do in the morning, first thing, or at night right before you go to sleep, or you can do it in the middle of the day because we're all at home anyways, right? So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, just let me know. I'm here to answer anything for you. Enjoy! So the first thing that we're going to do in our bedtime yoga is I want you to just lie down as if you were just waking up or just about to go to sleep. And I want you to draw one knee in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. If you'd like more, extend that leg out. Nice deep breath in here. Relax the back of the head into either the pillow or your mattress. Then bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And let's do the other side. Left knee in now, right leg extends. Now I've said this in another video before, but we like to bring the right knee in first because this is the way the digestive system runs. So it's waking that digestive system up, getting things moving. Again, so important for your body, for your mind, for your mental health. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Rock gently from side to side. Reach your legs out nice and long. Reach your hands all the way overhead. Point your toes like you're stretching. Big stretch in the morning. Then bring that right knee back in towards the chest. Wrap your hand around the back of the thigh. Give yourself a nice good squeeze here. Now, if you'd like more, let's start to extend that right leg up. Never feeling that twitching feeling in the back of your hamstring. If you are, take it back a step. Find a bend in the knee. Let's bring both legs up towards the sky. Maybe give yourself a little squeeze towards your chest. And then start to release the right leg down, clasping behind the left thigh. Now you might notice that one hamstring is tighter than the other. Totally normal. But again, this is why we do yoga, so we can give our body the love that it needs. So if we're noticing that we're tighter on one side than the other, knowing that you need a little extra love on that side. Bend both knees, placing both feet back onto your bed, and gently sway the knees from side to side. Being mindful of your low back, but I do want a little bit of movement in the spine here. Bring the soles of the feet together, bring your knees apart, opening up your hips. Now, if your groin ever bothers you here, using your hands to guide your thighs back together. If you'd like more of a stretch here, pushing the palms of the hands onto the top of the thighs, thumbs pointing towards your bed, fingers wrapping towards one another, and push the palms into the tops of the thighs so it'll lengthen your spine. Take a nice deep breath here. Use your hands to gently guide your thighs back towards one another. Draw your knees towards one another, letting them connect, and then walk your feet to the outer edges. So you're allowing your knees to cave in. Just a little counter stretch to what we just did. Take a nice deep breath here. And then walk your feet towards one another, rolling to one side, and then pressing on to your sit bones. So because my bed is extra soft, because I'm a baby when it comes to mattresses, I'm going to place a pillow underneath of my sit bones so that my sit bones, my hips, are higher than my knees so that my hip flexors aren't taking over here. So I really want you to take note if your hip flexors are taking over. If there's any pain in the front or the low back, I want you to find that cushion and place it underneath. A seated cat-cow. Inhale in this neutral curve. Exhale, curl the tailbone, scoop the belly, chin relaxes. Inhale, open back up. So even if you just came into this stretch today, it awakens the spine. And I did read a study once that there's cerebral fluid in your spine. And when we come into our cat-cow, so it starts at the base of the spine and then reaches all the way up to the crown of the head. And it surrounds your brain with that cerebral fluid. And it makes your brain happier. So even if we just came into this one stretch, this one movement every day, it can improve our mindset, maybe ask our bodies to move a little bit more. So let's come back into a neutral. We're going to do some rib rolls now. So bring your ribs out to the left, then to the center, and then over to the right, and then to the front. So imagine that there's a pole from the base of your bed all the way up to the ceiling, and you're trying to bring your ribs around that pole. Now let's go the opposite directions. You can bring the shoulders into this movement as well. And bring yourself slowly back through the stillness. Roll the shoulders down. Making these circles a little bit bigger when you're ready. And then let's go opposite direction. And then when you're ready, both hands reach all the way up towards the sky. Relax the neck down. Bring your left hand down beside you. Relax the right arm into the shoulder socket. Then reaching up and over to the left side. Now, quite often we'll try to collapse in those left ribs to make us go a little bit further. But this is not about collapsing. This is about lengthening. So reaching up before we reach over. Lengthen the spine on both sides. But now I want you to send your breath into your right ribs. Can you feel the expansion? Now I know when I'm trying to wake up my body, I like to wake up the side body because that's where I forget about the most. As you inhale, both hands reach all the way up to the sky, shoulders relax. Bring your right hand down. Left hand is going to reach up and over. And again, up before over. Left arm plugs into that shoulder socket so we're not hyperextending here. Reaching out through the right rib so we're not collapsing. Breathe extra deep into those left ribs. Find your breath entering into the side body, waking up that side body. As you inhale, both hands reach up towards the sky. Clasp the hands. Place the clasped hands at the nape of the neck. Draw the elbows just slightly back. Keep your ribs towards your pelvis though. No overarching in that low back. Nice deep breath here. Like you're waking up your heart for the day. And relax those hands. Bring your left leg out to the left. Place the sole of the right foot to the inner edge of the left leg. No hyperextending. I hope you like my pajamas. Left leg comes to the left hand comes to the left leg. Right hand lifts up. Shoulders relax down. Reaching up and over. Again, just like that last side stretch, we're not collapsing in the left side. We're staying nice and open. As you inhale, bring yourself back through the center. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch. Grabbing onto your shins. First, we're going to lift up, using that as traction. So we're pulling onto the shins to release the knees down, lifting the heart up. Nice deep breath here. And then slowly relax the spine. Right leg extends out to the right. Left foot comes to the inner edge of the right leg. No hyperextension. Left hand is lifting up, right hand is on the right leg, reaching up and over. Again, don't feel like you have to come all the way to the foot because it's all about reaching up first. So if we're trying to reach for our foot, if we're making that a goal, quite often we're going to collapse in that right side. Try to stay long. I want you to keep your posture proud no matter what pose we're in, because you should be proud because you're moving your body. As you inhale, bring yourself back through the center, relax the left hand. Once again, soles of the feet come together to touch. This time I want you to grab the outer edges of the feet as the knees draw down. So we're going to be starting to hinge from the hips, leading with the chest. Again, open heart as far as we feel comfortable. So maybe we want those elbows on the shins or maybe on the inner edges of the thighs, wherever you feel best. So I want you to lean forward, hinging from the hips, and then you can bring your chin down towards the chest. Take a nice deep breath into the back side of the body. And when we turn inwards like this is a great opportunity to find your breath. And if there's any thoughts that are arising that you know that you have to get done today, or things that are worrying you, this is a great opportunity to acknowledge them, but then let them go. Noticing how your body's feeling in this stretch, noticing your breath in this stretch. Inhale, let's slowly roll back up. Bring yourself into a comfortable seated position. So maybe that's cross-legged, legs extended, maybe feet underneath of your hips. We're going to come into a twist. Both hands reach up towards the sky. Bring your right hand to the outer edge of the left leg. Left hand gently falls behind. Trying to keep the chin parallel to the bed. So we're not dropping that chin down because we are proud, we are confident. As you inhale, bring yourself back up through the center and then over to the other side. Find your breath here. Can you find that 3-part breath that we've worked with before, breathing into your belly, your ribs, and your chest? Or maybe you just want a natural rhythm for your breath at this moment. Whatever works best for you, as long as you're paying attention to your breath. And as you inhale, opening back up through the center, let's roll those shoulders again. I want you to come onto your knees now. So now we have a lot of spots of reflexology spots in our feet. So I want you to curl those toes under and slowly bring your hips down onto your heels. Now on the floor, this is more intense because we're putting more pressure on the arcs of the feet. But on your bed, it might be a little bit easier. Now, if it's not, again, grabbing this pillow, placing it underneath of your sit bones to lessen the pivot point. Now, from here, once that feels complete, I want you to bring yourself upright. Open up your chest so your hands come onto your hips. Roll that chest open, and I want you to keep the ribs to the pelvis as much as possible. Open up those hip flexors, so the tops of the hips from the quadriceps all the way down to the knees. Now, if you would like more, one hand can either come down onto a pillow or onto your heel, and then the other hand. So this is opening up our chest. So this is a great way to start the day, lifting up the heart. Nice deep breath into your camel pose. And then once again, one hand at a time, comes back to your hips. From here, I want you to sway your hips from side to side. Once again, I want you to lie down on your spine. Knees bent, feet on your bed, rock gently from side to side. Now we're going to come into a spinal twist. We came into this spinal twist with the last video as well. So as you inhale, lift your hips, slide your hips over to the left side, extend the right leg out. Left foot comes onto the right leg. Right hand grabs the left knee, draw it over to the right side. So here we have those pillows available. If you want your pillow underneath of your knee, feel free to do so. Now today, if you would like to take it further, we're going to bend your right knee, so the one that was extended, and see if your left hand can grab that right foot. Now, if you would like more, so you should be getting a nice quadricep opening on that right leg. If you'd like more, your left leg is going to extend out. See if your right hand can grab for your left toes. Your face can reach up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath here. As you inhale, slowly bring those knees back together, and then bring your hips back into a neutral position. So let's do the other side. So picking up your hips, move them to the right side, extend your left leg out, right foot on left leg, left hand grabs the right knee, draw it over to the left side. So again, feel free to grab that pillow, place it underneath the right knee. Or if you'd like more, your left knee is going to bend, right hand can grab a hold of that left foot. If you'd like more, right hand Left hand grabs that right foot, reach it out nice and long. And if you came to my real classes at the Y, you know that I can't figure out my lefts and rights on a regular basis. So these videos are nothing new. Nice deep breath here in your twist. Find your breath. Entering and exiting through your nostrils, but maybe again coming into that 3-part breath. And then slowly release, bring those knees back together first. Then bring your hips back into a neutral. And then gently sway your knees from side to side. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then extend your legs out onto the bed. Bring your hands onto your belly. And breathe into your hands. Know that your breath is something that we have consistently through our lives. Know how important your breath is. And pay gratitude towards that breath. Watching it enter and exit. While you're here, relax the legs. Relax the digestive system. Relax your shoulders. Knowing that we're in our bed, we can be as comfy as possible. Relax the space between the brows. Relax your cheeks. And again, like I said earlier, if any thoughts are arising of things that you want to get done today, or things that are worrying you, this is a great opportunity to notice them, acknowledge them, and then come back to your breath. Knowing that your breath is the only consistent thing through your life. Pay attention to it. Thank you so much for sharing this bedtime yoga with me. Namaste.